So in this video we're going to see riff and how we can do riff, and we are using Cisco packet tracer. So for make this video not too long, so I have already dragged this component from here as I have seen you in the last videos. So I'm just gonna show you something which will be important. So now this connection is normally we use this where, and from switch to router we also use the same where. Select first Ethernet and first Ethernet port. I'm gonna do this one in the same way. First Ethernet port, and also do that in the same way. Things are quite same. Just reapply RIP here instead of starting protocol, starting routing. So in static routing we used this dotted where to connect between two routers, but in this case we're gonna use this where, and to use this where we're gonna need to create a port on this serial port on this router, which is not provided in default. So click on the router and just come here and click WIC2T and turn off the router, and then drag this portion here and turn on the router again, and do the same with the rest of the routers. I'm gonna go to here, this is the option. I'm gonna turn off the router and drag this here and turn on the router again. Okay, I'm gonna do it here. So come here, turn on the router, drag it here and turn on the router. That's all right. So now we're gonna use this and just click here, select one of the serial port we have created, select the serial port and click here and select the serial port, and also select a serial port for this where. And this where will not work without serial port. Make sure you use serial port. So we have already assigned IP addresses to the PCs. So I have shown you how you can do that in our previous video. So if you just have a look, all right, just look, this is the IP address for the PC, and this is the default gateway, and the subnet mask is default subnet mask we have used for C class, and I have done it these two in the same way. I have already set IP address for them, and that's how you're gonna do the rest here. And select and write the IP addresses you wanna use. And now we gonna have to configure our routers. So click here and go to CLI and press no. Press no. Click enter and type enable. Press enter, and we are in router. We are inside the router to configure to set this default gateway ID to this port, fast Ethernet port. So we're gonna go inside the port, that is interface, type interface. Oh, before that we're gonna go to the configuration mode, and this is config terminal, and now type interface interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0. Click enter. IP addresses. In this case, IP address is 182.168.1.2, and this is the default gateway for the PC1. This PC0. So now the subnet mask 255.255.0, and click OK, and write no shutdown, exit. Now now we have initialized this IP address to this port, and now we have to initialize the IP address to this serial port, and we're gonna use, this is the network 4.0, so we're gonna use 4.1 for this router, 4.2 for this router, for this this port. Okay, let me comment it here for you so it become easy for you to understand. Okay, 192.168.4.2. I'm gonna use this for this. Alright, so go inside the router. So we have successfully exited, and now we are already in configure mode, so we have just to write interface fast Ethernet. Oh, sorry, this is not fast Ethernet, this is the serial port. The interface 0, this is serial port 0 by 0 by 0, so 0 by 0. Click enter, and now you have to write the IP address. So here IP address we have assigned is 4.1 192.168.4.1. Now the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Click enter, and you can see a clock sign. Whenever which side this clock sign will appear, we have to assign a clock rate inside during configuration of router. So here we're gonna assign a clock rate here. Say clock rate. We can assign clock rate 64,000, which is the ideal one. So you can vary this number according to yourself. So I have the no shutdown, exit. So we're done with this router. Now we're gonna go inside this router. Okay, CLI, press no, enter, enable. Now config terminal. Config terminal. Now I have to, we're already in configure mode, to go inside this, where firstly we're gonna configure this port, which is fast internet port. So you're gonna type interface, we're gonna type interface fast Ethernet, and this is the port number is 0 by 0. So in your case it might be different, but you can see it from here. So press enter, and now type the IP address, which is 192.168.2.2. I have already written here 2.2, and the subnet mask is 255.255.0. Press enter, no shutdown, and exit. So we are done with this port. Now we're going to configure this port. So this port is CL number 000 for this router. So I have to write interface 0 by 0 by 0. I have to type the IP addresses. IP address is 192.168.2.2. 4.2. We assume that you can vary as you need, as you want to. And the subnet mask is 255, 255, 255, 255, sorry, 0. Click enter, and we're done. Now click no shutdown. So the question here, why we didn't assign a clock rate as we did in this router, because this clock sign is wherever the clock sign is, we can have to define clock rate there. There is no clock sign, so for this port we don't have to assign clock rate, but for this port we're gonna have to. So no shutdown and exit. We have assigned these two ports. You can see this green signals, green arrows, and you have to configure this port. So just click enter, and we're already in configuration mode, so just type interface 0, and this is the port number 001. For me it might be different for you. You gotta be careful. Type IP addresses 192.168. Okay, we can assume that this is the network. We assumed 192.168.1.5.0, so you're gonna use 5.1 here and 5.2 for 5.2 here. You're gonna use 5.2 here and 5.1 here. Okay. .1, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Just click enter and type in, and here you're gonna have to assign the clock rate here. So the clock rate would be clock rate 64,000. Again, this is the standard number, and we have done no shutdown. We can close this, and you have to configure this router in the same way. So just go to CLI, press no, enable config terminal, and we're gonna do this port first. So we're gonna type in interface first Ethernet. It might be gigabit Ethernet according to your router, whatever router you use. So it doesn't matter that much. The port number is 0 by 0 in my case. Type in the IP address. IP address is 192.168.3.2 in this case for me, and subnet mask is 255.255.0. Okay, now we are done. No shutdown. Exit. Now we have done this port. We're gonna have to do this port. So before that, we're already in configuration mode. So we're gonna go to interface serial, and the serial port number we have here is 000. So you're gonna press 000 and press enter, and IP address 192.168.5.2. I have already told you this is the network. This is the network 5.0. So I have used 5.1 here, 5.2 here. You can use 5.3, 4 as according to your need. So I'm gonna type in the subnet mask 0, and here we don't have to assign a clock rate because there is no clock sign. So just no shutdown. Exit. All right. Now we have already configured this. We have done pretty much same in the previous video, but here comes the real story of the RIP protocol. So all we have to do is go to the start with this router, any router you want. We're already in configuration mode, so we can do right arrow U, press tab, it will bring it to router, RIP ref. I have to click in version 2 space version 2 and sorry version 2. All right. So there's a spelling mistake in the version. It's version 2, and we're in type in network, net tab network, and the network address. This is, you have to be careful when you do this. Just the network address for this router is 3.0, as I have already told you many times. 3.0, and then this router is connected with 3.2 networks, which is this one 5.0 and 3.0. so you're gonna type in these two network here and just to click 192.168.3.0, which is this network. I have to press enter and also have to type in network, and this network is also connected with this router, so you're gonna have to type in 1. So you simply the right arrow and it will appear, just edit it and press enter. It's 5.0, and we're done with this router. You can close this. For this router, you can just press enter. We're already in configuration mode, so type use router ref. It's version 2 and like network, and this router is connected with 3 networks, and these are 5.0, 2.0 and 4.0, so we have to write in all the networks. So first we're gonna have 2.0, which is 192.168.2.0. You press enter, just right click on the right arrow, up arrow, and you'll find this. You can edit from here. This is 5.0 and also 4.0. This is the 4.0 and press enter. We are already done and you can exit. Okay, now we're gonna configure router 1, this router. Alright, just press enter and press ROU router rep version 2 and just type in the network it is connected with. So the network, first router is connected with 1.0 and 4.0. So you're gonna do 192.168.1.0. Press enter and just edit it, and it's just 4.0. Press enter, and we're done. We are done, and just close this. So let's see, let's check whether the message can be delivered. Okay. You're gonna have to try sometimes. Few times. I hope it's gonna be successful. Take some time to just succeed. Let's try again. And it's starting to send messages, so and you can see this is successful. So in this way it's gonna work, and next video we're gonna see the WSPF, and it's pretty much same. And thank you everyone, bye.